How's it going, guys? I was going to make this video a few weeks ago after I spoke about my idea of an upcoming rework to mount equipment and insignia bonuses, since a couple of people brought up a valid point about other systems in the game that really need reworks. People seem to like that video, and this other suggestion is something I also very much agree with, but I did put off actually making it for a few weeks until the recent content drop of Scaleblight Summit. When I loaded up the game to check out what the deal was with it, I saw that once again you can be rewarded another 4 boon points for completing this. It really made me laugh because of what I had already thought about bringing up in this video, so I decided to jump on it and go over another rework that absolutely has to be done at some point: the boon system. The boon system we currently have relies on you getting the boon points from campaigns to invest into these small upgrades. Each point is a fraction of a percentage for whichever stats you pick in here, some things being much more useful than others, with the higher tier boons up here being limited further than the lower tiers, 2 options for this one and then only 1 option for the master boons. They've had a little work done to this system since it was changed many mods ago now, only swapping some of the boons over, like from companion influence to deflect severity, and they changed focus retaliation too, perhaps some others. I'm not 100% sure on the timeline, but basically what we have is here now. There's some critical problems with this system. Although it's free stats, with no item level decreasing your other stats, which is a good thing, you are very limited in the amount of stats you can get from this, especially the useful things. Once you have enough boon points like we've had now for a few mods, there's nothing more to put the points into that do anything for your character, simply, unless you really want that bonus damage to dinosaurs or something like that. The thing that's really confusing about this whole system is that it was doomed to fail from the very start. Even looking past the usefulness of boon points beyond the few stats that actually benefit your character, there is a cap to the amount of boons we could even get with this page, meaning they would need to rework this page at some point anyway, which is pretty baffling to me how that made it out of the studio and into the game as it was, since this is only more work to do later. This is why I laughed at getting 8 boon points this mod, since that's only hastening the end of this system, and honestly, what am I even going to put these points into? I guess on a tank, everything could be useful in some minor way, but what about healers? Why do they need accuracy or combat advantage, for example? Anyway, I'm getting a bit off track, but I'll just ask here plainly. What are the ways for them to fix the boon system completely? I'm really curious what people's ideas could be for this. I'll be moving on to my ideas momentarily, and I'm trying to look at actual legitimate ideas, not just saying that we can choose second master boons or whatever. Personally, my idea for this would only be some small changes to the boon page that allow it to continue on for a while without being reworked. That also allows for us to have more flexible options in here that's not just maxing everything useful. I would like to see a system where the first bottom section of this page is the 10 basic stats on the bottom line tier, your 5 offense and 5 defense stats, where these would basically be a stat dump section. This would be power, crit sev, accuracy, combat advantage, and defense, deflect, crit avoid, deflect severity, and awareness. The idea is that you'd be able to put as many points as you want into any of these. It would still take a lot of boon points to make a meaningful increase in any of these stats, and it wouldn't be broken where everyone could put it all into the quote best stat for their character, since we are at the point where we can get all the stats from pretty much anywhere, and you can max out a lot of stats anyway. The power creep from this would be contained by the stat system as a whole. This would make a situation where if you needed 10% crit, for example, but you had all your other stats capped, you could just put 40 boon points into critical strike and have it be perfect. Also, if you have everything capped on a DPS class, for example, and you needed more defensive stuff for a new piece of content, you could just put all those extra points into defense or something a bit more worthwhile than splitting it between all the defensive stats at 1% each, making it feel like it's actually going to achieve something here, building into a stronger defense. It would be a balancing section, which costs no money other than respeccing. It's not an upgrade you have to invest millions of AD into just to rebalance stats. Further up the stat page here could be all the other boons from the page. Your damage and damage resist to certain enemy types, your bonus HP if they want to put that in there, gold gain, movement speed, potion bonuses could all go in this section and still be capped like they were before. So really we're just adding in the new unlimited points section to make it 4 sections instead of 3. Your limited sections up here can stay the same, as well as your master boons and all that, but my other idea was that you could start combining your points into getting more of these bonuses up here, your recharge speed, AP gain, or whatever. This is something people usually jump to other than extra master boons, which I think might be a bit too much, but I don't think you can really go wrong with letting us get, for example, stamina gain, incoming healing, and recharge speed on a tank or something like that. I would say combining your extra boon points into these ones, so it would be a bit more expensive, but if you didn't have any other stats to buy down here, you could just make a play for something different. That's my idea, at least, for a rework to the boon system, and It's not really a matter of if with this rework, it is a matter of when. I know they said they weren't doing any major combat reworks anytime soon, but I don't think this would be too major. It wouldn't require any investment or anything, as long as they don't make too many drastic changes. What do you guys think? Do you have any better ideas for a boon rework? Maybe people have some good ideas for other Master Boon style bonuses that we can also choose? Things that aren't broken overpowered but also worthwhile investing into, or maybe an entirely different layout than what we have now. I'd love to hear some ideas and get them out there and get people talking about it, so hopefully when they do make something happen, it's actually a worthwhile change. I'd also appreciate if you like this video to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep these videos coming. Stay safe guys, and thanks for watching.